What? Almost forgot the chat bot, folks. Alright, doesn't matter. Pre-show, we can do anything. Oh, God. Hours are going already. Sorry. It's an important thing. Yeah, oh my God, they're all gone. Such a rampage to get hours on this friggin' app. Ugh, they're just whole days are gone already. Look at this. What a mess. Unavailable! No, it was there a minute ago. If I can pull it up, it should still be thing. Certain days just show back up. It's like people just grab whatever they can and then they're like, all right, now let me go back and see what I actually got. It's just ridiculous. All right. I'm doing exactly that thing. All right, that's fine. That's it. All right, let's get the chatbot online, and that's exciting. We're gonna do this, move that over. Chatbot. Yes, yes, yes. Always does this. Disturbs me. Alright. Run into the Discord. Tell people we're live. Oh, there's Molly. Molly. Meebot? No. Evan. Who else do I tag on the normal? Hey, what's going on, Uncovered? How you been? I am back in Los Angeles. Hang on, I'm just tagging a few people here in the Discord. Ah, man. Cheers to you, sir. How goes it? Oh, chatbot. Gotta throw the chatbot on. Oh, you know what I want to do here? I gotta take, before I even start it, I gotta pair the settings with my Streamlabs. So I got a new I see the sages. Excellent. Welcome. Come for knowledge, stay for the Danish. Alright, we go in via the Twitch login, right? So I got this new new-ish. I got a Streamlabs chatbot. We're going to get that guy going. And now people who are watching on the YouTube side of things will earn loyalty points that can then be used during the board game streams to affect the game. I just need to, so I already have this set up for the Twitch, sort of mimic the settings that are on there. Loyalty. So let me do this really quick. This is why we have a pre-show. How have you been? What's going on? I've been a little bit away. I see the messages. I liked your previous statement. I see the sages. Feels a lot more ominous and good. All right. What? Oh, I am in the wrong account. All right. That is why. Let's do a what you call it? Incognito window. Let's just bring up more tabs in Windows. Really buckle down on what this computer's doing. All right. My name, my password. Hey, Abby, good morning / evening for you. How's it going? How's the weather? How's the surf? Get it on, bag of gong, surf. All right, community growth. We are going to look at the chatbot. Which, by the way, oh, it does show that. Okay. No, that's not what I want. I want Twitch extensions, overlays, and loyalty. Then we go in here, just mirroring the point settings. 1 every 5 minutes. That is what I thought. Okay. Back over to the new bot. Where are these settings? do it? How do I do it? Where is the thing? Live payout. Fudge. I can't. Let's do math. Do I have to do it on some weird hourly ratio? Is that what it wants? Seems wrong. No. What? Okay. I guess that's what it is. Sure. Alright. Okay. I think that's working. Hey, Evan, what's going on? I am awake. I just woke. Well, I didn't just wake up. I woke up 2 hours ago. Keep in mind, I was in Michigan, 3 hours ahead on the time zone scale for the last week or so. So my body is 3 hours ahead. So I really woke up at 10 a.m. but 7 my time. Which means I'm here, I'm doing this. Let's see if this is working. Oh no, it hasn't logged in. How do I get it to recognize that the stream is live? This is a pain sometimes. This is why I need a dedicated computer, so I don't have to keep switching this thing. What's this? Okay, it says it's connected. Humph. Oh, it recognizes. It's recognized! Alright guys, you will now be earning loyalty points for those of you on YouTube while you're in here. How do I see who has and what? Is that a thing I can see? Queue, counter, users. Where's me? That's me. No, you can't just edit things. Alright, whatever. Console? Alright. No? Nothing? Alright. I have no idea. But if you type, it's going to take you guys, it's, so every 5 minutes you're in here, you will gain a loyalty point, which can then be used on the board game streams. It's Twitch or YouTube. Twitch or YouTube, you can do this. If you're on Facebook, Periscope, or Mob Crush, I'm sorry, technology does not exist yet. You can then use those loyalty points when we play the board game stream, which maybe it looks like later tonight we'll be doing. Oh, part of today is I'm going to set this studio up for that. But yes, you'll earn 1 slice for every 5 minutes of stream time. And then I have to build in what those things pay out to. But if you go to streamlabs.com/SamProof, you should be able to find some of those rewards that will affect the game. Although I think I may have to change the price structure on them. But you'll see some of the things, like placing zombies or first aid kits or whatever to alter the gameplay. How you guys all doing? Got real quiet once I started talking, which is weird. Alright, Uncovered, Abby, Evan, how's everything? Evan, you're chilling out with a beer, I hope. I got my brew. I'm going to bring this up on my phone just to triple check. Things are good. And, where am I? There I am. There I are. Things are good. Oh, that sounds fine. I've yet to figure out how to get... Sorry, I was getting a glass of wine. Excellent. Do that. That is, do what you gotta do. I've yet to figure out how to get this mic into this computer yet. Alright, you can stop, Sam. Stop. Stop playing through my phone. Good. Hey, Mom. Hey, Pete. How you guys doing? Good morning. Repping the Facebook. I'm doing this for about an hour and, well, like 40 minutes. 10 a.m., top of the next hour, I start my Instacart gig. And I got a full day ahead of me because I'm trying to make up for days lost. 40 minutes. Oh, dang it. Stop. Go away, Bob Crush thing. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Speaking of Instacart, let me just check in really quick. But tonight I should be back in about 12 hours to do an evening stream. Hey, Pete. I'm good. How you doing? We're doing well, Mom says. Putting Peter to work, helping me. Right on. So yeah, Amanda and the girls are still in Michigan, and I am home to try and make 4 weeks of income in like 2.5 weeks, something like that. 3 weeks, I don't know. Sam, it's just past midnight. It's not close to 10 a.m. Oh, hush, future person. We all get it. Hours opened. Let's grab those. And sorry, today is the day that you can schedule time to work on Instacart, so I need to just periodically check. Alright, I got a good amount. I got it. It says I'll be a millionaire. Alright, great. But yeah, so hopefully the gardeners don't show up until I am done, because I didn't think about that until about 8:58 when I was like, oh, they come on Wednesdays, don't they? But I'm going to start this thing with a funky intro. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Wait, where'd this go? Uh-oh, load. Oh, come on. Yeah, so in the next 2.5 weeks, 16 days, while Amanda and the girls are in Michigan, I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of live streams and format a bunch of things. That being said, way back to this, blam, it's time for Coffee Morning Live! Today on the show, we're talking about Michigan, the show schedule, and more! Cue that intro thing. Yeah, now I can drink some coffee. I still forgot to put that level of the intro. Don't do that. Up there. Why? Wait, is that not the right thing? Oh, because it's this one. There we go. That should be at the top. Oh, yeah. Today's show has been paired with Joe's Dark. Fantastic. Yeah, so guys, I did want to do a show. So Wednesdays, I'm gonna be doing like weird news, but obviously I just got back yesterday. I did not have appropriate amount of time to sort of research for that. But I want to know, question of the day, what do you want to see on future live streams? You know, if you have ideas for segments or, you know, just things I've done before that you want to see more of, let me know. And of course, I want to take a minute to thank today's sponsors, which are also yesterday's sponsors, but giving them the extra fun. Starting with the Ape Talks, which is a conversation with an ape and his thoughts. It's like a podcast. It's interesting. It's funny. Is whatever it is. Check it out on YouTube. Search for the Ape Talks. Look for the link in the description. Next, the One Pitch, which is an entrepreneur product pitch show. If you're a small business-minded person looking to get into small business or things along those lines, check out the One Pitch. They've been featured on things like Shark Tank, and you can check them out on YouTube. And last but not least, technically not even close because I have two more, Meals for Mars is going to be sponsoring a $10 gift card giveaway, and I should have those details up this week. So in a future live stream and on discord.me/SamProof, you'll be able to find out how to get involved to get your chances to win that gift card. But also check them out. They are currently crowdfunding a Meals from Mars cookbook on Kickstarter. So you can find the link in the description or go to Meals for, the number 4, Mars, Kickstarter.com/. Anyway, search Kickstarter for Meals from Mars and you'll get it. Or just find the link in the description. And I just clicked out of everything. And finally, a special shout out to these guys, Tabletop Generals Total Warfare, which we opened this. We did a little run through of the game, and it was surprisingly more meaty than I expected. And as soon as I can schedule time with one of my gaming co-hosts, we will be, or 2, because it's up to 3 players, we will be actually taking this on a run through in the next week or so. So look for that stream. Thank you to all my sponsors. What's going on, guys? Abby has gone out really quick to grab some sushi, as she does. I'm going to chill out. Evan, I assume you're relaxing after a hard day's work. Mom and Pete, what's the plan? How long are you in Pennsylvania, Pete? Anyway, so I did want to talk about schedule and stuff like that. So the plan, until Amanda comes back, and then I have to redo everything, for the next 16 days or so, basically July 26th, Monday through Friday, every morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for an hour, I will do this kind of stream here. It's like a topical, talky, hanging out show with different daily themes. Tuesdays I'll do the kick-in thing. Wednesdays, weird news. Feature Friday, I will be showcasing other YouTubers and people in the community. I have not figured out Mondays and Thursdays yet, so topics are appreciated. Okay, so that's every morning, Monday through Friday. I don't know if I'm going to do it Saturday and Sunday. And then on the evenings, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we'll be doing board games. So I'm going to be playing Zombicide, which we've talked about for months, and get that going at least Monday and Wednesday. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to switch it up and do other games on other nights. I'm planning on doing 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so it's a big 12-hour between the streams, but Fridays might end up being a different schedule. And then Trivia and Pictionary return on Sunday at like 5 p.m. I might do it earlier. I don't know. So you're there until Saturday? Okay, cool. Wow, you're there for a while. That's cool. Yeah, we could do a for realsy chat one of these afternoons or something. I'm going to be working Instacart quite a bit, but I'm not sure. Hey, Molly, how's it going? I don't know my schedule completely until basically the last minute. Like last night, I did not know if I was working today or not, and then suddenly, like, basically an 8-hour shift opened up, and I took it, whole thing. Well, let's see if I can figure out if this chatbot's working. Hey, me too! I mean, it was immediately a very lonely thing where I was like, oh, there's nobody else here. What the hell? Which is, I'm glad I planned to live stream so much. Otherwise, I would just be sitting around being like, well, I'm bored. Mod tools. So I started the chat bot. I don't know how to see if this is working. I wish there was a readout somewhere. But yeah, so for everyone who's over on YouTube, you will be earning slices, loyalty points, that can be used in the aforementioned board game streams. I'm home alone by myself for a few hours today. Right on. I'm here for about another 40 minutes, and then I will be running out to do a whole lot of Instacarting until basically the stream tonight. The vacation was good. I'm not a huge fan of flying, but yeah, once I got there, it was fine. So, yeah, so we went to Michigan, and the girls were really good on the flight for the most part. Like, they didn't have any meltdowns or any major tantrums, and it got to a point 3/4 of the way through where Betty just kept asking to go to the bathroom. I think she just wanted to get up and out of her seat. And then when we got there, like the first 3 days, we kind of just decompressed and like didn't do much of anything. And welcome back. Yeah, like, it was just chill out time. And then her parents had some plans. So we did this trip up to Mackinac Island, which was like a 3-day thing. So it's a 4-hour drive, which we broke into, 2 or 3 stops so that the kids didn't lose their minds. And they did actually really good on the drive. And then we got up to Mackinac Island, and I talked about this last night when Meech was here, but I can totally repeat all of this stuff. So you take a ferry over to Mackinac, which is like 20 minutes, that's fine. And there's no cars on the island because it's so small. It's all bikes and horse-drawn carriages, or walking, which is what we did. So we started walking, and I didn't know this at the time, but basically their entire plan. It's a small island, right? You could basically spend the whole day and walk around the whole day. But yeah, they're older, obviously. Their whole plan was basically to go to this one hotel, the Grand Hotel, and just hang out there. And I was like, that's it? We came to an island, and you want to go inside the whole time? I'm like, the kids are going to lose their minds. It's East Coast time, so it's your time. Michigan is all East Coast. Wisconsin's where it breaks. So, after about 2 hours, like, Iris totally had a meltdown in the hotel. And was like running down all the hallways, and I was like, what did you think would happen? You can't take 2 kids to an area surrounded by water and horses and expect them to want to stay inside this hotel and look at history. Like, that's a bad plan. And I'm like, I get it that they have their own personal memories there and stuff that they wanted to like be like, look at this. This is where we stayed. Look, this is, it was a very fancy hotel, to the point where it's like you have to pay an admission just to get in to see it, unless you're actually staying there, which we didn't do, which is a whole other story in which we were technically not supposed to be there. So like for 2 hours, I was on edge of like, somebody's going to catch us. Like, why did we do this? But we also got, really overpriced drinks, which was nice. But actually, it was like I got a Guinness. I was kind of disappointed that this big fancy hotel in Michigan, where like craft brewing is like everybody's neighbors doing it, they only had, the darkest thing they had was Guinness. I was like, really? Like there's like 5 different breweries just a couple miles away from here. I don't know. So we did actually finally get out of there, and we went on a horse-drawn carriage ride back to downtown, which was maybe a 12-minute ride, which, Betty loved, and Iris, I think, loved as well. Basically every horse, and there must have been 200 horses, every horse Betty saw, she was like, I love horses! I love horses! So that was, I think she had a good time in spite of the hotel part of it. And then we went to eat at a place called the Mustang, which was a bar. That was alright. It was decent food, nothing special, but it was good. But they had a much better beer there, so that was nice. They had, I can't remember the name of the brewery, but it was a peanut butter porter. It was very good. And it was funny because back at the house we had already bought peanut butter milk stout, and they tasted very, very similar. But one was a porter and one was a stout. We also got, and this was just bottles from a grocery store, the Mayan Mocha, which I forgot to take a picture of for the beer review. And it was it said Mayan Mocha. There was no chocolate to that thing at all, but it was coffee, cinnamon, nutmeg, and habanero pepper beer. And it was okay. Yeah, like, it was too much going on. I would have been fine with it just being coffee and habanero. Like, get that little spicy kick at the end, but the cinnamon and nutmeg was a little much for me. It would have been better, I think, as like a beer float or a beer milkshake. And we eventually got ice cream with the intention of doing that, but then we ended up... So there's this ice cream called Bear Claw that we used to get all the time at Ralph's, which is Kroger, for those who have Kroger. And it was like our go-to. It was like, it's chocolate, there's like, I think there's a ribbon of caramel, and then there's chocolate-covered cashews. And this was our ice cream. And we would get it every single time, because every other time we got anything else, we would be disappointed. Like Moose Tracks was always like, oh, this is just gross. And then, like 2 years ago, Ralph stopped carrying it, and we've, basically stopped buying ice cream because of it. But we went to Michigan, and we went to, I think it was Meijer, which I don't think has an equivalent out here or anywhere else I know of. It's like maybe a Michigan local. And they had this Bear Claw ice cream. It was a different brand, but it's got to be the same factory that makes it and just packages it to whoever wants to buy it. So we were like looking for ice cream to put our beer in, and we were like, oh my god, they have the friggin' Bear Claw ice cream! So we got this ice cream, and then we were like, well, I'm not going to make a milkshake out of this. It's got chocolate-covered cashews. You can't just do that. So we just ended up having a bowl of ice cream with that beer still. And the beer was like pretty much warm because we forgot to put it in the fridge. Anyway, so that was that. So this is the best part of Michigan is they have Bear Claw ice cream and peanut butter milk stouts, which are really good. That was basically it. I saw one person. I have like one or two friends that I try and see when I'm there. And then for the most part, we just hung out at their house. Oh, so when we were up at Mackinac, it was actually like a 3-day thing, 2 nights. Hey, what's up, Evan? Welcome back. And we ended up staying at this place called the UAW, or the United Auto Workers Family Education Center. It had like 2 people's names at the beginning. So basically, back in the day when... did you hear my phone chime? Is that why you told me to do that? That was my Instacart warning. It was like, you got half an hour, man. You gonna have to get going, get working. So yeah, back in the day when Michigan and Detroit actually... I checked it twice already. Unless I'm missing something. Am I checking something specific, or are you just being sarcastic? So back in the day when... Oh, check Discord. Okay. When Michigan had, Ford and a lot of auto things going on, the auto union was kind of centralized there. And what is that? Car? You got a new car? Congratulations, sir. All right. So yeah, this guy created this sort of lodge that the auto union would, basically have their like meetings or like events. Like it was more like a convention area, but in kind of hotel confined feeling of a, like, you know, wooded lodge area. So it's all woods, and then it's, I guess, like dorm style. So you have these long buildings with, you know, suites in them, and it's all made of wood and glass, like a lot of glass. Like those hallways were like, there were points, because it's all like, you know, interconnected hallways, like 4 or 5 buildings, and then these long hallways that connect them. So there were points where like you're walking and it's all glass, so you're like, I think I'm supposed to turn here, but there's nothing there but woods. And then you get there and you're like, oh, okay, there's steps. Like, I get it. I was just seeing through more glass. So that was kind of cool. It was. I'm kind of sad we didn't really get to walk around the campus of that, because, you know, we went to Mackinac and did that whole thing instead. And then the next day, like, we showed up, we checked in, went to sleep. Oh no, we went out to dinner, went to sleep, drove up to Mackinac, back, basically ate dinner, went to sleep, and then, you know, so we never really got to do much there. And they had like a swimming pool and a tennis court and a basketball court, and it was weird because, like, for all the stuff they did have, they weren't really a hotel. Like, they didn't have a refrigerator in your room, or a coffee maker in your room, or a continental breakfast. They had a coffee machine in the lobby that you could, you know, make some really crunchy coffee with. It was not good, but it was cool. It had a nice atmosphere, and so the whole story of that is, this guy, who I guess was like the president of the auto workers union or something at the time, created this lodge for the auto workers, and they would have their conventions and, like, you know, do their annual whatevers, and they have like classrooms there. So, you know, it'd be like all the auto workers paying their dues and going to hang out at this UAW lodge and talk cars and whatever. And then all of those, like, manufacturers up there shut down, and the UAW basically got to a point where it was like, we don't have enough members to keep this thing open, and it looked like they were just going to try and sell it. And then they started to, I think they got an investor, and they turned it around and made it more available to, like, the public. So that's what it is now. It's basically a not fancy. It's basically a hotel in the woods. But so there's this weird caveat where there's like basically no parking on the lodge. There's maybe a few spots here and there, and they reserve them to only American-made cars. So in general, they just don't have enough spots on the lot, on the lot at all. But they will straight out turn away anyone who's not an American-made car and be like, you have to go park in this lot and get shuttled in. And the shuttle does not run 24 hours a day. So if you get there after like 10, it's like security will drive you in. But, it's weird. It's kind of weird. But it was neat. So that's where we stayed. And then, yeah, where did we eat dinner? We ate dinner at the Mustang when we were on Mackinac. We ate dinner at a place called Lorenzo's when we first got there, which is probably one of 2 restaurants near the UAW. Because, like, Mackinac was like an additional hour-long drive away or something like that, plus the ferry ride. And when we got to Lorenzo's, it was a Friday night, so it was a good half-hour wait to be seated, and then another 40 minutes to get food, at least. I think they had 3 waitresses trying to, like, run around doing stuff. Like, I really got to the point where I was like, should I just see if they need help bussing tables? Like, will they comp my meal? Like, I almost. I think if I had known anyone there better, I would have totally offered up to do that. What was the other place we ate? Mustang, Lorenzo's. Oh, Pops. Right? Because we only ate 2 dinners. So it was 2 nights. Yeah, okay. All right, Mom. Have a good time, I guess. Good luck. Best wishes. I don't know. We'll talk soon. So we went to this place, Pops, which was the absolute opposite end of the spectrum, where we were one of 2 tables in there eating, and it was for breakfast, so it was, totally different. So basically, it was like one waitress, one busser, and this lady who I guess is Pops, who is the cook and owner. And like basically both the waitress and the owner hung out with us while we were eating. So it was a very different experience. Very like kind of weird. But yeah, that was most of the Michigan thing. I did get to see my one friend Don for like an hour, 40 minutes maybe. There's a couple other people I wish I had seen. Amanda and I had our anniversary while we were there. And, so, yeah, the day before I left, so 2 days ago, the 9th was our anniversary. Sounds like they would need more people from, yeah. Was, our anniversary, and the plan was that this was the original plan when we first got there, was that the grandparents were going to watch the kids, put them to sleep, and we would, have time to go do anniversary stuff together. And then at some point, they made this plan, the grandparents, to have a dinner with people who wanted to basically see Amanda. Which is fine and all. But the dinner was at like 5 was the original plan. I was going to go see my friend Don at 4. And then the plan got pushed back to 6. Like literally at 4 o'clock, my mother-in-law was like, called them up and was like, let's do it at 6. I was like, what? You didn't ask anyone. Why are you doing this? It's like, why did that need to get, like, she does stuff like this all the time. And it kind of drove me a little crazy. I was like, why? Why do we need to push it back? We don't need to push it back. And so I was like, when we're supposed to have our anniversary? Well, that's not going to happen. It's like, we're going, we're going to eat dinner. We're going to hang out with people. That's going to be like 3 hours. Then we're going to have to come home, put the kids, to bed and all that. And I was like, which is exactly what happened. It was 10 o'clock when we got home. 10 o'clock. It was like, what are we supposed to do at 10 p.m.? Which actually ended up being like 11 p.m. by the time, everyone was settled and put down. And the kids fell asleep in the car, so that's great. But it was basically 11 o'clock at night when we finally got to do anything. And it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to go anywhere. Nowhere's open except for like bars that I don't want to go to. So that's when we ended up going to Meijer and getting that ice cream that I was talking about earlier. And I got some stuff for the flight home the next day. Did I buy that then? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that was, and we stopped at Taco Bell and got some tacos, and we went home and watched something on Netflix. What did we even watch? Because we'd finished that other show, right? Which, by the way, if you have Netflix, we watched this show. It's like a documentary series. It's only 4 episodes. Something Evil Genius, something or other. And the whole premise is back in... Well, if my mom was here, she'd probably remember the actual thing. in I mean, it was Erie, Pennsylvania, so maybe that didn't hit the radar there. It was like back in early 2000. This group robbed a bank, and the way they did it, I think it's just called Evil Genius, was they got this pizza delivery guy, and they strapped a bomb around his neck and told him to go rob a bank. And so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's only 18 years ago. I mean, it might have only been 15 years ago. It was like a national, if not worldwide, story. I vaguely remember hearing something about it. Yeah, it was 2003 when it actually happened. But yeah, and it obviously did not go well. I think he walked out of there with like $1,500 or something like that, and then was surrounded by police a few miles away, and he exploded. And then, like, the story that follows, how they piece together all of these people that were probably involved. Like, they do not have a concrete, like, thing of, like, it definitely went down like this. They do not know 100%, and they never will. But there was some it's just crazy. So it's made by the team that made Making of a Murderer, which was about the guy that was probably wrongfully imprisoned, who may have murdered 2 people. But yeah, it was compelling. But that wasn't what we watched on that last night. What the hell did we watch? I don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe we watched the last episode of it that night or something. I don't know. Oh. But yeah. So that was our anniversary. Yeah. It's pretty low key. So when Amanda gets home, I'm probably gonna try and figure out something better. Mo better. Hey, what's up, Evan? Evan! Alright, I am going to attempt to make a top-down camera scenario for the board game. Did I get relaxed? It was mildly relaxing, I suppose. I mean, we hit a beach on the way back from the Mackinac trip, and I just hung out, and everybody else went and did beach stuff on the water and whatnot. Yeah, I relaxed, I suppose. Right, I am going to put this part of the table down. Oh, I can't. Hang on. And we're going to attempt to not fall on our head. Alright. Where did I put that thing? Here it is. I'm going to take this thing. I'll put this thing on it. Well, I can do this part right now, I suppose. Can I? Or should I put it up first? I think I should put it up first. You should both get an upgrade on your anniversary. Yes, I agree. Let's see what I can do. Alright, we're going to attempt to... Oh, you guys can get this thing up here. This I can move away. Let's see. I'm not sure the perfect place for this, but... Alright. Here, maybe? Oh, this isn't going to be... Oh, just barely big enough. I don't know. I might have to move where this table is. I trimmed. I'm back down to a goatee. I don't remember if I did that before I left or not. I think I did. I did it like the night before flying because I suddenly realized I looked a lot like a terrorist. And I was like, well, let's maybe not do that. I think it looks a lot less threatening if I have the goatee than the full beard. I don't know why. Man. Oh, thanks, Evan. I don't know if this is going to work the way I thought it was going to work. This is a lot thicker up here than expected. Oh, shoot. It's also a lot off-center. Maybe I should do it like that. But then I have to stand on that thing. Oh, I hear the gardeners. They are here. I apologize for garden noises. So if I do this... you had a goatee a few days before you left. Yeah, I wasn't sure how close to the trip that I shaved it. Maybe I put it on that, because that moves. Yeah, maybe that's the plan. I'm not tall enough, though. I don't think this table is a good table to stand on, necessarily. Alright, we're alive. This is thick, too! Why is all this wood so thick? Okay. Alright, that works. Okay. Alright, you guys can come back here for a second. Ugh! Alright, let's see. So, that is going to go like... Yeah, alright. At least... Okay. Apologize for the lawnmower noises that are about to ensue. Okay. Back to this thing. I need to hang the cable over the... That might make sense. Let's undo that. Meh. No. Meh. Oh, you know what? Also, I'm going to need to extend this a whole lot once it's on there. So maybe I won't do the cable part just yet. How do I get on there? Please don't let me fall and die. Okay, looking good. Alright. Alright. So far so good. As far as this part goes... Way to I don't know what to do with this cable to kind of keep it out of the frame. Also, does this do that? Great. That's good. Look at that, guys. Top-down camera. Oh, alright. Enjoy your shower. I'm going to be gone in What time is it? Probably 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Now, let's bring this back out. Chris mowed our yard yesterday morning after fixing it himself. Replaced the battery. Right on. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Oh, you know what? I did this thing and it should be like this. Yeah, the only thing about this is just a little bit not stable. But I mean, eventually it should stop moving, right? Where's my, here we go. So let's see. Where are you guys at? Where's my cursor? Let's do this in here. That's me. And now this camera should be this camera. Okay. I need to probably push you guys back. Deactivate. Activate. All right. So that's where it is right now. Okay, that's fine. I think I just kind of need to move the table to a point that works. Here, let's do an in theory scenario. Let's do a setup, or more or less. I'm not going to do a full setup, but no, I forgot. Oh, let's just do this. Oh, yeah, okay. So. Move this whole piece of wood like that. Stop moving. Great! Better. I could probably just finagle the table a little itself. I gotta put this power strip somewhere else. But yeah, I could probably just move the table an inch or two in either direction. Where's the actual board thing? And then we would have like this. Come in here and hit the camera. All right, so I gotta make sure that doesn't line up that way. This way. Go that way. All right. Yeah, so far so good. Can I get... Yeah, I just need to kind of clean up some of this tech stuff. And what time is it? I got like 4 minutes before I'm officially on the clock. Not that I'm immediately going to get a call, but I will be wrapping things up in the next 4 to 10 minutes most likely. But until then, let's see what we can do with this. curious how much room I have. So this game, you could pretty much make a giant board. I'm a little limited by how far down I am. I suppose I can lift that camera up as well. But yeah, 3 boards across is good. Oh, and it's upside down, right? I gotta be able to flip it, so it makes sense to me. Which I suppose I could just do digitally, or I could do it for real. 3 boards up, and... oh, that's the edge of the frame. So I could go 2 boards that way. I could also lift this camera. The pets are doing good. Everyone seems fine. Alright, well that's fine. I'm not planning on doing bigger than a 2x3 board in the near future anyway for the immediate, since I feel like it would just be extremely long games. I mean, unless we carry games over, all I need to do really is push some things back, which I should have some space. I can do it. I can do it right now. Well, that computer's right there. Alright, let's get this here. This thing is going to go away. What is this plug? All right. Okay. There we go. So the only thing I need to really do is, I mean, I guess I can just move the table more. Can I move the camera more? Because I feel like coming this way would be good. Yeah, let's maybe do that. What I want this to do is, instead of be there, be more like there. Plus I can go up. Can I just do that? I don't know if I can go up right now. Let's try this. I'm going to try and raise it about 6 inches. Okay. Whoa, almost fell to my death. Oh, there it is. Gotta go. That's my order. Let's see where I'm going. Probably Satakoy. Oh, I'm not ready. Alright, I gotta tweak this setting a little bit. Alright, we're gonna go there, and then from Satakoy to not very far away. Great. Done. Sold. American. Give me that order. Thank you for watching. I gotta go. Time to run. I will be back in about 11 hours. Back to my normal screen. Bye-bye! Stop the streaming!